So yesterday we have seen this like what is BE, what is modern, why BE required modernization. So what is the BE landscape, how it is evolved, and what is the waves, how wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. So we are in like wave 3, the modern BE. So we have seen all these details like yesterday. Evaluation, first business intelligence, evaluation of BA landscape, traditional BA, traditional approach to modern approach. Then how Looker solve those problems which we face in traditional approach. So let's discuss about the Looker, the third wave of business intelligence tool. So Looker is part of Google Cloud, guys. Previously, it was a separate company. In 2019, Google has acquired with 2.6 million, 2.6 billion. So from there, Google Cloud taken up this BA, and they are innovating this business landscape. Looker platform. They have added many features. They are changing the architecture level. Many things they are doing for this Looker. Even if you request them, if you suggest to them, this feature is required. This type of modelization is required. They will hear from anyone, not only from companies. Then they will take it up that requirement to the their bucket list, and they will go with the next releases. So that's how this Looker is working. You just need to connect with them with the using the help button in the Looker, and you can suggest them this type of feature is required. These things they will add in their bucket list. So I think when they have acquired, it is 7.1 now. Now it is 23 point something version. So let's discuss about the Looker. So when the Google has taken up this Looker, within this 2 years they have increased their customer base around 400 plus. Now it is total 2000 plus customers they are having. So whoever is owning this GCP environment, now everyone is moving to cloud, right? So whoever is having the cloud environment, either it is GCP, Microsoft, and Azure, this AWS. So most of the GCP environment of clients moving to the from other BA tools to the Looker, because of it is a Google product and they are using the GCP environment. Not only that, that is just one reason. Many features are there compared to the other BA tools for the Looker. Whatever we discussed yesterday, what and all it offers. So because of that, everyone is moving to the Looker now. So there are many projects is migrating from Tableau to Power BI to Looker. So let's discuss what Looker offers, how Looker architecture will be there, what and all will it solve. Yesterday, whatever we have discussed, from extent to that, we will see today. So what is Looker? Looker is a cloud native enterprise BI platform, guys. It enables secure access to near real-time data when and where you need it. So why it is having the secure access, as it is a GCP, Google Cloud platform, and it is not a on-premises, it's not a desktop kind of a tool, how other BA tools are there. It is a completely browser-based tool. How we use this Google and Mozilla Firefox in browser for any website, the same way you can use Looker URL, then you can connect the tool in website itself. So you don't need to install any software in the on-premises, and you don't need to maintain any infrastructure team to handle that one. You don't need any this admin teams to help you installation, upgradation, any like a tool not performing well in on-premises. On-premises desktop tool like Power BI, Tableau, how desktop is there. It is not kind of a tool. It is installed everything in the web-based architecture. That it is developed itself a web-based architecture. So architecture of this tool is web-based. So whatever, how you need to work in the Looker means, for any company, whoever is taken up this Looker as a BA tool, probably their URL is like company name dot looker.com. So you just need to enter this URL, then it will ask you to enter this your username and password. From there, it will open the tool directly. That's why it is very secure. Why we are calling as a real-time data means, for other BI tools like Power BI, Tableau, QuickSense, any other SAP BO, Cognos, any BI tool, other BI tools, if you are going to handle, if you are going to deal with more than 10 GB data or something else, the tool will be very slow. The tool will be very slow, because those type of tools like the Tableau, Power BI, SAP BO, C6, these type of tools not a design for to handle more data. So when you are dealing with the large volume of data, then tool will become very slow. It will be hanging. So that's if you connect it to the real-time data. If you use a live connection, the tool will become as a very slow, and even you can't get real-time data always if you are dealing with a huge volume of data. But whereas in Looker, always it is a live connection. Even you can query the data, terabytes of data you can query. There is no limit. There is no limit on the scale point of view, whatever data which you are requesting. Either it is a 10 GB, either it is a 100 GB, either it is a 1000 GB. There is no issue at all. Like that way, the Looker tool is built. So it's always a live connection. So always you get the real-time data wherever you require. Whether you require this data in your in your website or in your workflow, or either this data required whatever the custom applications you are having. There you required this visualization, or you required in your mobile, or anywhere, wherever you required this real-time data, you can query this data from there itself. Either you can embed, either you can enable API. Either you can enable API to query the data from their applications, or either you can embed these reports in their website or their environment. Even you can schedule it. Even you can send it like through this webhooks, email, or any other things. So the Looker. So now, Venkat, you are telling that you can always it will connect to that live query. Then database consumption will be high, right? Because as a developers, always they will do with the test mode, like they will query the data, they will prepare the visualization, again they will query it to change. So it will be not fixed, right? While we are developing the report, always it will be test, like query the data, visualization, again query. It will be testing mode. Like if it is a live connection, the database consumption will be high. So if you know in the database consumption is high. Now we are using everyone using the cloud based cloud-based data warehouses like BigQuery, Snowflake, Amazon Redshift, these things. So if you use those things, now how the companies will pay amount to them, because pay for use, like how much volume of data, how much query of the data which you used, for that only how to pay. If you use live connection, the database consumption will be high. When the database consumption will be high, then you have to pay high cost to the whatever you use the data warehouse. Either it will be Snowflake, Amazon, Google, everything, Amazon Redshift, DB2 or something, anything. So that's why it will also like work as a like for example, it will also work as a catch related, how we move the data and work some certain point of time. You don't need to go and query the data each and always a live connection way. Either you can use live connection based on your requirement, either you can, depending on how we are depending in other BA tools, extracts and get the data from that extracts. Either it will be increment, either it will be a full refresh. Like there are two type of extracts will be there, right? Incremental refresh, full refresh. So the same way we are having here some PDTs, persistent derived table and native derived tables. So we can, if you want to depend that report, like always don't require that real-time data, that has to be some certain point of time that report has to be updated. Then you can schedule it by using, you can use PDTs, like how we use extracts, we can use PDTs as well. So whatever the problems we faced in other BA tools with the huge volume, if you are dealing with the huge volume of data, then those will be slow. So whereas in Looker, you can query the petabytes of data. So when you are using the real-time live connection for using other BA tools, the rendering and the tool very slow in the other BA perspective. Whereas in Looker, you can use real-time connection, you can query the petabytes of data. There is no limit. In other BA tools, like if you like the report needs to be updated for particular time point of time, you don't need to go and use the live connection every time. So there we can use extracts to, we can schedule it, the extracts refresh, when the extracts has to be refreshed, either it is increment or full refresh. The same way in Looker also we can schedule. There are some PDTs we are having. Use those things, like that will be work as a materialized view. We can schedule it when it has to be refresh it. How other BA tools we are having extract, the same way we can use here also for the particular point of time, those reports has to be refreshed. Even until unless whatever the data change in the report, underlying data, the reports should not be updated. It should not be query and check the data and updated. That is also we can do it in the Looker. Okay, so Looker is a modern analytical BA platform. It is not only business intelligence tool, guys. It is a complete platform for business intelligence and data applications and embedded analytics. So it is a complete data as a service platform. It is not only BA platform. Why we are calling as a data service, we will see in further slides. Apart from BA, Looker is offering many more. Looker is offering many more. So Looker is a business intelligence tool, business intelligence software and big data analytics platform. By using this Looker, you can explore, analyze and share real-time insights to make better decisions. So why this reports for the business users required? Yesterday we discussed, right? So what is the key role importance of the business? Based on the business intelligence, whatever the reports, values which we show to the business user, based on that, the business owners will take the decisions how they have to improve the business, where they are lagging, what kind of new offers, what kind of new rules they have to take. Everything will be depending on this, the values which you are presenting to them. How we will present based on the BA tool. So you know, right? Now you understand what is the key role of this any BA intelligence tool. So based on the whatever the business intelligence tool, based on the reports which you develop, and you show this in, you share those insights to the business to take the decisions. Based on that, they will follow. So the looker will help to the business to get the single point of access to the trustworthy data by becoming directly to the database and providing data rich visualization anytime from any device. So if you observe for other BA tools, the data will come different source point of. So different source. So even if you get any request, nowadays they are also maintaining data mart. The data mart is nothing but a how we are having this smart, how we are having this like a DMart, how we are having different marts in our for groceries, everything in our day-to-day life. What they will do, they will gather different food items from different vendors. They will take it up and they will put in single point of single place that is called either smart, either more, either DMart. The same way other BA tools are following, like now whatever the data different the for nowadays in every organization the data sits in different silos. Is different silos is nothing but different sources. So what they will do, they will extract those data and they are maintaining in the one data mart. From there the other BA tools will get connect and they will, on top of that, they will prepare the reports. What is happened there? Always, whatever the data which will come from the different sources, the data will be aggregated. The data will be aggregated and the aggregated data will be stored in the data mart. So there we will face some certain kind of complexities while data will be aggregating. On top of that, whatever the data is aggregated and stored in the data mart, on top of that, you have to import the data into the visualization and your BA tool. There you have to perform your KPIs, everything. Again, you have to perform some aggregations on the reporting level. So if you perform any aggregations on the aggregated data, the data will not accurate in sometimes, because whatever the data which is already aggregated, if you perform on the aggregated data, the values will be changed. The values are not accurate. But if we observe in Looker, it even if other BA tools, the data mart has to be updated, right? The extracts has to be, again, it has to update. So each and every time there are some jobs from the different silos to gather the data and dump into your data mart. The jobs may fail. There is a risk perspective. If you discuss the task, whatever the jobs is scheduled to gather the data and dump it to your data mart, jobs may be fail. And even some certain level of conditions when the data is aggregated in the data mart. So some tables will not be aggregated with some tables. And always you need to depending on those data till updated in the data mart. But whereas in Looker, you don't need to depending on any data mart, you don't need to depending on any jobs. You don't need to depending on any different silos to get the data. So nowadays everyone is following the modern modern warehouse and modern technologies. So everyone using the cloud data warehouse now. Even Looker is not only connected with the modern data warehouse. Either it will be on-premises database. On-premises means not cloud one, or either it can be connected with the cloud database as well. So whatever the data sits in database, it's directly connected to that. There is no aggregations required. There is no any pre-aggregations or relationships. Anything should not perform in the data level. So once we move to that data to the, once we get pull that metadata in the Looker, if you observe, I have shown you like UI level. Either we will discuss in further also. I will show you in the Looker. If you observe, for every table it separates. It does not aggregate. Once we do the explore, we have done in the relationship in explore level also. If you see in explore, every table will be a separate view that does not aggregate with the and does not combine with the other tables or join with the other tables and keep it as a single data in the explore level. That does not happen. How other BA tools will happen. Whatever the transformation you can perform in the Looker semantic layer by using the LookML code, from there, whatever the explore if you see, the each table, as it is a separate as a different view. Once you drag and drop those dimension measures in the explore UI and click on run, then Looker SQL generator, SQL builder will come into the place. Then it will generate some SQL code according to the relationships which you define in the model. Then it will perform the aggregations. Then it will pull the data. So if you observe here, the aggregations is happening based on the dimension measures which you selected. For that alone, at the query transformation level, at last it is performing while pulling the data. But whereas in other BA tools, before your data is coming to the reporting layer itself, the data will be aggregated. Because we are gathering data from different sources and put it into the data mart. Already data will be aggregated and it will be stored in the data mart. From there, we will pull the data into the reporting layer. There you perform some dimension measure, some calculations. Again, that will be perform on the aggregate, on top of the aggregated data only. So 2 times it will happen, and that will be risky too. The value is not accurate, and the values are not accurate. But in Looker, it does not like that way. It directly connected to the data source, just extract the metadata and perform the relationships or build the any modeling views, anything in the LookML using the LookML. Then we will explore it at the end of the query transformation. There it will perform the aggregation. That way, always the data is real time and accurate and live connection. Understand, guys? So it helps to access, analyze, and act to up to date of trusted version of data. Since it is a live connection, you can get the up to date of data, whatever the data is stored in the database. And even if you required some schedules till that particular point, always my report should not be a live connection until whatever the schedule time I schedule it, based on that it has to be updated. That is also possible. So always through Looker we can deliver trusted data experience at a scale from the cloud of choice, whatever the cloud which you choose. So here if we observe, we are not depending on any ETL layer. We are not depending on any data warehouse team to provide the data. to you and perform the reporting. So we can directly, our own itself, we can perform on the, we can prepare the reports without depending on anyone. That's why it will improve the productivity and decision making and innovation by delivering more insights to more users. So when you are not depending, or when you other teams, when you are not waiting for other teams, your time will be saved much more. By you can utilize that saved time to further another important task as you are a BA developer. Let's see one by one. So in the Looker architecture, there are three, three components which they have. Not three components, guys. If you go to the architecture level, they have built the architecture is very different way. Now compared to other BA tools, these people did not follow the functionality of BA. For any BA tool is the same, getting the data and creating the visualizations or reports and sharing to the users. That is common for every BA. But the architecture mechanism, the working of mechanism tool is different. Most of the Power BI, Tableau, Quicksand, Sessions, those all are the same in the mechanism level. But mostly some certain level it is same. But in Looker, it is completely different. The mechanism of the tool compared to the other BA tools. What is how it is different? It is having the in database architecture, and it is having the semantic modeling layer, and it is a cloud native on API first. So it is built on the cloud, guys. It is built on the cloud. So what is in database architecture in the Looker? So if once you connected to the database, since we are telling you don't need to move any data, it's since we are discussing, it is connected to the directly to the database, right? Raw data, it will connect. So it will get, once you connected, it will extract only metadata from the underlying data source. Metadata in the sense, what is the table name, what is the columns which are there in the table, and what are the relationship in between the tables. What is the relationship to the one table to another table? How those are interrelated? Those all the things it will extract, and it will create. It will create it will create a view for the every table which is there in the database. It will create separate view for that. It does not store any data. It does not pull any data from the data source. It just extracts the metadata. Looker itself, it will intelligently read all the tables along with the relationships, extract the metadata, and create the basic LookML code. It will connect directly to the any SQL data source which is having which is having SQL dialect. The data source will be if the data source supposed to the SQL dialect, any SQL dialect, SSIS, SQL, MS SQL, Cloud Spanner, BigQuery, Cloud SQL, AWS, Snowflake, AWS Redshift, Snowflake, DBT, any SQL dialect, it will support. More than 62 plus database it will support. It is huge, guys. There is no this functionality for other BA tools which will support this many database technologies. So it will support more than 62 plus database which is having the underlying SQL dialect. It will leverage the database functionality. For example, if the database is a cloud database, BigQuery BigQuery is having some unique features, right? For some unique functionalities compared to the other BA tools. Even Snowflake, Snowflake is having some different functionality. It will leverage that functionality and utilize how that will support how that will improve the Looker perspective, or that will improve the performance related, that will improve the connectivity related, that will improve the data processing related, how that will act. Based on that, it will leverage and it will use it's in database architecture. Why we are calling it is having in database architecture, it will itself is work as a database, because it will store, it will capture the metadata and it will store only metadata information, where we can use this metadata in the semantic layer to define our metrics, to define our business logics, to define our dimensions, measures, table calculations, relationships between the table, all data modeling part. We can use that metadata information and perform the data modeling in the semantic layer. So that's all for the in database architecture. Semantic layer is nothing but it's used where we can define our dimensions, measures, our business metrics, our business logics across the business. So the semantic layer uses the LookML modeling language that is called, that will use the proprietary language, guys. That is, the language is called here LookML modeling language. So LookML, that means Looker modeling language. So it is origin based on the YAL file, but they have changed their separate. They have who is this Shiva Krishna, guys? Hello. Okay. Okay. Semantic layer. So semantic layer, I said right, in the semantic layer uses the LookML, whatever the LookML code which you written, we are using in the semantic layer only. So we will define our business logics based on the dimensions, measures, custom fields, everything. So we will use in the semantic layer, all data modeling perspective. So even data permissions we have, right? Row level security, column level data, user level, like user management, which user has to be see which type of data. Everything we will define in the user attributes in the semantic layer, where we can do the data, the modeling which we are doing in the semantic layer. Everything will be Git integrated, guys, with the version controls. Git integrated in the sense, for every developer, whatever you are doing that code, it will store in the Git environment. Git environment. So how it will store in the Git environment? For example, we are having 2 developers in your project. 2 developers, it will create separate some personal branches. Whatever you perform, any branch in the sense, you can call it as a separate folder. Git, you can call it as a Google Drive. So how we are having different separate folders? The same way in Git, separate branch, it will store whatever you do, any whatever code, whatever you develop, that will store in your particular folder. Until unless you shared with someone, it does not access for them. So that's why Looker is having different separate personal branch, then production branch, and there are some shared folders as well. So Looker itself, it will provide as a single source of truth. So any source which you are having how many number of sources which we are having in the downstream, that does not have an issue. All the data which it will be stored, it will capture from different sources. Whatever the data is stored in the BigQuery, it will, any data warehouse, it will capture from there. Then it will provide the single source of truth. Whatever any data which you require for the reporting, it will there in the your single source of truth. Whatever you develop, whatever your colleague develop, everything will be stored in the Git environment, so that will be easy to share your work as well. For example, I have built some code for my report. You build some code for your report. Other developer required to use that code in another report. They can easily access and they can do it. Okay, so it is a cloud native, means it is the tool is built on cloud, guys. We just use, you don't need to install anything. It is just use the URL, how we will run, how we will use the URL to open any website, everything. You can use the Looker URL, any Google Chrome, any any web browser. It is 100% web-based architecture, web-based tool. You just use the URL and connected to that URL, the tool. So it is having API extensibility, unlimited data experience. So n number of, through APIs, we can deliver the data through any custom applications wherever they required. We can embed data into their workflows and their websites as well. That's why the Looker is completely as a data platform. It is not only BA tool. Let's see, before going to this, this is the architecture, guys. Before going to this architecture, once Looker acquired, how the architecture was, we will see now. Once the Looker acquired, once the Google acquired this Looker, how this Looker architecture is there, like this. We will simplify, not let's see. Yeah, it will be like this, guys. Looker architecture. But to understand for you, what is this BI analytics, what is this integrated insights, what is this data-driven workflows, what is this custom applications, we can discuss about this one later, how it will be. Modern BI analytics. So before going to that, in database architecture we discussed, right? No need to move any data, no need to store. Looker does not store any data. You don't need to move any data from data source to the Looker. You don't need to depending on any cubes aggregations in the data mart or underlying data source, how the other BI tools are depending on. It will leverage the native BigQuery functionalities such as BQML something. So BigQuery is having the machine learning, BigQuery machine learning language to do some certain automated things in the BigQuery. Then Looker leverage that functionality. It utilizes in the query transformation level. So in semantic layer means where we define our across business and robot data permissions, Git environment. So cloud native we discussed, right? 100% web-based, API extensibility, so an API for BigQuery, unlimited data experience, multi-cloud and on-premises. Looker will connect any cloud database and even it can connect on-premises database. So any SQL dialect, it will connect, guys. So from there, we can perform modern BI analytics. We will create the reports, we will create the dashboard, whatever we will do the in-depth analysis based on the requirement of the business users, prepare the reports and prepare the reports. We can integrate the insights. What is the integrator the insights? We can embed with other BA. For example, I am having my own website. How my business is performing, I need to display for the customers who are using my website. They need to see visualization way. What will happen? The report we can embed by using iframes or JavaScript or Salesforce. Salesforce CRMs will be there, right? Customer relationship, CRM applications or any website. We can embed by using embedding functionality. We can embed those reports into the other. We can integrate those reports to the other websites. So that is called integrated insights. Infuse relevant data with your existing tools for an enhanced experience and more effective results. Next is, what is data-driven workflows? They are having their workflow. They need to deliver this, these reports to the email. They need to get the, there are some webhooks. Through webhooks also they will get this. And through SFTPs, through S3, this. We can schedule the delivery, how this report has to be delivered. Either email, either SFTP, secure file transfer, secure file transfer protocol, either it is in webhook, how the customer is need, so that we can schedule the report to reach the customer, reach the business user. Next is custom applications. Provide a data tool built to deliver the results you need as you need it. So, for example, I am having WhatsApp. I am having Slack. For example, I am having WhatsApp. I require my data. I don't want to go and connect it to the Looker and log into the Looker and see the visualization. Either whatever I have received through SFTP, through email, through webhook, I don't want to go and open my email. I don't want to see whatever the report is delivered to me, open and see it. I need the report in my application itself. If I run just /.looker, then report name, report has to be displayed. So by using this REST API, we can enable that. We can schedule. There is a, if you see like Slack, right? Slack is some messaging app. Slack is a messaging app. Okay. Yeah. If you see this one, Slack is a messaging app, right? So if you see here, what they are doing, see, is our Chicago center experiencing shipping delays. It is a e-commerce project they are working. They just the business user wanted to know how their delivery. For example, if you take Flipkart, once you ordered, how many days it is delivering to you? Either it is delaying, or if it is delaying, what type of orders are delaying? Like lifestyle products, or electronic products, or medical. There are different products will be there, right? Which type of products are delivering lately, and which area is taking more time to deliver? Which area? What under various areas are delivering very fast? Those all the things customer wanted to know. Once he just entered, is our Chicago center experience delays. So automatically the insight, see, it is going and displaying into their, see, their environment only. See, easily we ask Looker common question with a natural language. interface to your data where you work. Even if you want to share the report, you don't need to depending on always email, schedules or everything. You just share the URL of that report, they can easily access that URL. We will see those things in the, while you are developing the reports. Okay. So this is the way, this is how the Looker architecture will be there. It is agile data modeling. It can connect any SQL dialect. See, Amazon Redshift, MySQL, BigQuery, Microsoft Azure, Snowflake, Spark SQL, PostgreSQL, everything. Even it connect to the virtual warehouse. There is a Dynado tool which can leverage the data from different sources and store in the virtual warehouse. That is also it will connect. So the data collection and storage are different. From there it will connect it to the Looker where we will do the governor transform and we will discovery. We will create the reports and visualization. Then we will deliver. Apart from BA, what is Looker is offering here? We can embed, we can deliver, we can REST API, we can many things we can do it. Many things we can do it. The same way, once Google is acquired, they have made it completely open platform. Completely open platform. Apart from BA and analytics, the Looker is a complete open and integrated platform for data-driven experiences. So it is multi-cloud platform. Multi-cloud platform in the sense you can connect with the any. See, if you see here from down the line, you can connect any your cloud or on-premises database. Example, any finance data, marketing campaign, website of CRM Salesforce application, any product usage, any data source you can connect. Either it is a cloud data source, either it is an on-premises data source, you can connect. Then on top of that, once the Looker is leverage the metadata, then it is having Git version control. How it is having different things Looker is having, right? Whatever we are having functionalities we are discussing. It can connect multi-cloud. Git version means everything which you are working, everything which you are so usually what will happen in other BA tools, whatever you develop, you need to move that into the production, right? How the deployment will happen? You need to use any deployment tool. So nowadays everyone is using the Git version, GitHub. In GitHub, you need to store that whatever the report which you develop in particular location or server which is having. Then you need to move into the next QA team. QA team will access that reports and they will do some quality analysis on the top of that reports. If they find any bugs or something, the data is not populated properly, data is not accurate, whatever the thing, they will report to us. If everything is fine, from there we will move to the production. So again, we are using GitHub separately there and creating different versions, whatever you are delivering to the from dev to production. But in Looker, you don't need to go and use the manual work for the GitHub. Whatever you work, that directly store in the Git version only, GitHub only. In GitHub, it will provide some separate folder to you. That is called personal branch. Whatever work which is in progress, whatever work you are having in your, whatever you are doing right now, whatever the data which is belongs to you, whatever the data which is in progress, everything which is stored your personal branch. Then if you want to move it to the production, then you need to validate it, the content, then you can push it to the production. Production is nothing but here that is called master branch. Master personal branch is your personal one. Master branch is nothing but it is a production one. So you don't need to create any separate versions. You don't need to move any data from GitHub, some particular folder, from dev to QA to production. Everything is hosted with the versional control in the Git environment. So what it will offer by using that one, you don't need to use manual GitHub, manual way, load and move it to the Git environment, upload everything. Everything is automated here. And if you want to track, if you want to look GitHub, if you want to track how what and all data is pushed to the production, in which in when we have done and at what time we have done, what are the transactions we have done in the Looker, everything is stored in the Git version only. You can see the track very easily because of it is Looker itself is integrated with the Git version control. That is the advantage for the Git version control. Next is granular security. If you see other BA tools, if you want to go to the granularity, I mean from higher data level to the lower data level. If you take world, from world to country, country to state to district, district to mandala or taluka, then villages. If you want to go from your country to village in other BA tools very difficult for the granularity. But even though if it is possible, then security is the main, right? The users who doesn't have access, they should not see that one. But in Looker, it is very easy to very easy to implement the drill down with the granularity security as well. So it will provide the granular security by using some drill down fields. We can easily declare it any what level it has to go. Then with the security point of view as well. For example, you created a single visualization. If you click that visualization, it directly displays you what is the underlying drill downs, ID, first name, last name, user details, everything. From there also you can explore. We will see those things. So it will provide the granular security as well. So it is having in database architecture we will discuss. Next is semantic layer, where we define our all business logics. Governed metrics. So governed metrics for every BA tool, for every user, the main point of things, they need the reports with the governance. Governance in the sense, whatever I am having access, I should see my data. Whatever you are having access, you should see your data only. So that the data should not be stolen, stale or something. So you can easily implement governance at scale in the Looker, guys. You can easily implement governance in the Looker. So it is having flexible APIs. We can do the APIs like we can embed, we can use the APIs SDKs, we can use iframes, extension frameworks, because of it is having the flexible APIs. So let's see, once this Google is acquired, how they have made it completely open and integrated platform. So this is the architecture, modern BA and analytics. Modern BA analytics in the sense where you use the data, where you access the data from the underlying data source and create the visualizations or reports, and we can send the alerts or notifications or actions. You can deliver the trustworthy data at a timely manner whenever they require to either alert mechanism, either notifications, either actions, either their mobile way itself. Looker is offering a Looker mobile, guys. You can go and check your Android, Google Play Store, or you can go and check in your App Store in iPhone. The Looker is mobile app is available. They can see their data in mobile itself. Even with the granularity level, they can go and schedule the schedules also in the mobile itself. You can go nowadays. If you see in the Looker in Android, I don't think so it's using much more users, because of that is a Android. Everyone is the users. They use mostly in the US or UK. They are that, and they use the iPhones only. That's why the download Apple mobile is very less customers, thousands or something, 10,000 something. You can go and see. So apart from BA, what is Looker is offering? Looker is a open connectivity, guys. You can integrate with the variety of data analytics tools. You can connect with the Looker Studio or Data Studio. You can connect with the Power BI. Power BI people, they can connect. They can use the semantic layer where we are defining our data modeling very easily to maintain without maintaining any data mart, without maintaining different silos, without maintaining cubes, without maintaining workbooks, without maintaining any aggregations. We are defining our data modeling is very easily in the semantic layer, right? So they can connect it to the Looker semantic layer to leverage the data model and get the data very easily to Power BI and to Tableau to prepare the reports on top of that. Any third-party tools they can connect. See, now they are extended to the, I think, around 5 BA tools. One is Looker Studio. Previously, it is Google Data Studio. So they renamed it to Looker Studio. And the second one is Looker Studio Pro. Third one is ThoughtSpot. Fourth one is Power BI. Fifth one is Tableau. See, companies today's are looking for ways their users can tap into governed enterprise data and instantly build content without giving up self-service tools they use every day. Whatever they are using the existing tool. So from there also they can connect it to the Looker semantic layer. They can leverage the data. So look, that's why it is, see, there are some connectors which has to be used to connect. These connectors can provide users with the governor data from Looker, the flexibility to explore the data through self-service BA tools. So users will be live connected to the Looker semantic layer from tools like Tableau and Power BI to leverage centrally defined metrics. So for other BI tools, if you use live connection, the rendering will be slow because of data, because of a volume of data, and they have to always depending on the extracts. But even from Power BI, Tableau, they need live connection data every time. Means they can use the Looker semantic layer. They can connect it. Then to the Tableau and Power BI, ThoughtSpot, and remaining Looker related tools, they can get data from semantic layer. Then they can prepare the insights from on top of it. So that's why it is completely open platform. Integrate with the variety of data analytics tools, third-party tools, Google Studio, Google Workspace, any third. Google Workspace in the sense, Excels, slides. Here we will call it as Google Sheets, Google Slides, any Google Analytics. These all the things you can directly connect it from Gmail, from Sheets like Google Drive, SFTPs, Slack, Twilio, Webbook, anything. See, I have shown you, I think, in last sessions, like how Power BI we can launch from the Google, Microsoft Excel. The same way we can launch Looker from Google Sheets. Even we can connect from Google Slides to Looker, and once you connected, all reports will be displayed right side. Whatever report you want to paste it in your slide, you just click it. It directly the report will be displayed in your PPT. Like that, it will connect to the Google Analytics also to gather the data. And there are some marketing campaigns will be happen, right? In Google, they will do in Google many ad advertisements will go. So it can connect to the Google 360 also to perform how the ads are coming, what and all ads we are doing, everything it can. So all Google workspace it can connect. All Google related, the Google Studio, Google Studio Pro, that is also is possible. And other BI tools is 3 tools: Tableau, Power BI, and ThoughtSpot. That's why it is open connectivity platform. Next one is app development tools. It is built data-driven experience, built with the mind, data-driven experience with the API first API platforms. So you can embed by using iframes, JavaScript, and Salesforce applications. As it is a first API first platform, you can use SDKs, you can integrate these whatever visualizations you can in other BA, other their applications. Even you can share those insights to by using embedding in their workflow. That is also possible. Apart from BA, Looker is offering many things, right? That's why it is not only BA tool. It is a completely data is a platform. It is a completely data platform. Clear, guys? So what sets Looker apart? Fast access on any size of data, trusted answers for everyone. I mean, based on the, as it is a single source of truth that makes your analytics knowledge available to everyone. They can take data from single source of truth. For example, nowadays, what is the main big issue? The user is come, he will request the data. The first thing itself, it will take huge time. The developer or ETL guy, he has to find out where is the right data, in which data source it is there. He has to find out first thing, in which data silos it is there. That will take the itself, that is the time. Even if they find out, to extract the data, it will take time again. So here, Looker is offering single source of truth. The data which is the company's data, whatever the company's data, it is having in one source only in the Looker. So you can use, you don't need to spend much time to find out the data and aggregate the data, cube that to perform the cubes, anything. It is built for modern developers. That means nowadays every project is following agile data modeling. For that it is built. Data wherever you require, you can use modern reporting plus ability to appraise the data of hundreds of other tools. Any tool you can embed, any tool you can integrate, any tool you can connectivity, open connectivity. So data experience means it is fast, it interactive dashboards, reimagined exploration, Looker in your workflow, wherever your work is there it will display. You can efficiently you can find out what you need. So it provides the self-service, right? We will discuss then these things tomorrow. No issues. So that's all for today's session, guys. We will see Looker, self-service capabilities, customizations. These things we will see tomorrow. Okay.
Venkat, can
Any
we
doubts?
connect,
Sorry, guys.
comma separated, data sources? I mean, like, not notepad or something.
So you mean to say you need to connect Excel like that, right? For
Excel,
other data.
yeah.
You can connect to Google Sheets, guys. But let me show you. But Notepad and all not possible right now. They are having, see, I said, right? Looker, they will hear you, like not like other BA tools. They can hear you whatever you need. Whatever you need. For example, this is my data, timestamp. So July batch previously, my students information, and their phone numbers, locations, comments, everything, right? So here, from here, I need to analyze the data. Either I connect it to the BigQuery, either I connect it to the Looker. See what it is asking, guys, company name.looker.com, because Looker for any company who and all choosing the Looker, their URL will be like this, company name.looker.com. So you can enter the URL wherever you are working, that URL, then you can continue. That's it. Got it?
Yeah. But if you want to, connect to data, so comma separated data, then we need to convert that into Excel and put into
Yes,
out.
yes,
Then we can connect. So we cannot
yes.
connect to the native Excel file. You meant to say?
Yeah, Excel in the sense in your local, right?
Yeah, local.
Excel, that is a Microsoft one, right? That is not possible. You need to just upload into the see, if you are working as a in your Google GCP environment, you don't get any Excels and all. Everything is a Google Slides and Google Sheets only. In my last project is mine is GCP. There even you can't download that Excel. That is Microsoft one. They will use Gmail. They will use this what to say, how we are having Microsoft Teams, there also we are having in Google, and Google Workspace will be there, like Sheets, Slides, Analytics, everything.
This is a disadvantage of Looker, no?
It is how it will be disadvantage. For example,
If I want to analyze my data, which is there in my notepad, I mean,
how it will be, data will be available in our notepad. It is not a like a desktop tool, right? It is a completely cloud-based tool, means every data which is there in everyone is, it can directly connect it to the database from leverage the data. No, for example, if you are having the Excel, even if you are in GCP environment, you doesn't have any capability or functionality to download the data in Excel. That will come as a, how we are having the, I don't know whether you may work or we may not work in the GCP environment. If you work, what I am trying to say, you can easily understand. So GCP environment in the sense, the workspace will be like this. Whatever I am showing you, right? This workspace will be like this. Sorry. Here, see, the same way, this is the workspace, Google Workspace.
so without internet, we cannot work with Looker. So
Sorry,
without the internet, we cannot work with Looker.
right now it is a web-based architecture. I think for the on desktop tool, I did not check with the Google team, but everything should be required the internet as of now.
Yeah.
For
If power
for the
goes or
custom
goes
code,
off,
let
in
me
the
complete,
meantime.
please.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me complete. Whatever you need, like whatever you need to, like you need desktop tool. For that, I have seen somewhere else they have made it as a different custom code, custom cost. I think that is possible. the cost is very thick, but not sure exactly. But it as it is a internet browser based, you need a internet. But if the companies is request desktop also they will made it. Maybe that is a cost based one.
Yeah, this is the one disadvantage I can find. Because in interviewer might ask you what is the disadvantage of Looker mainly. So
But that you should not fix it, right? Because um, as I said, looker team, there is some separate dedicated teams who help. Okay, so they will hear you. Previously, we doesn't have Google Sheets also. Up till March, we doesn't have connectivity with the Power BI and Tableau also. So they will hear from us. They will take it in their bucket list and they will do it. So previously we doesn't have Google Sheets, Google Workspace itself to connectivity. Now they made it. In next releases they may made that one. Whatever the advantage of this comma separator or something, you whatever you think. So that you should be in up to date even when you are going with the interview perspective also. Got it?
yeah, okay.
Any other doubts, guys? Okay then. See you tomorrow. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
This one I will send you guys. I will upload it and I will send you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.